Welcome back to Table Talk. Today we're going to talk about how to strengthen up the core, especially if you need modifications to your exercise program. So there's a lot of times where you're not maybe going to be able to do, for example, squats, or you're not going to be able to do kettlebell swings, maybe just because your back is just really too actively flared up. And so maybe you need a modification. So I'm going to show you some modifications, for example, for the bird dog, for the squats, and modifications that will help you strengthen up the whole core. So let's get to it. So instead of doing squats, for example, to get the glutes to engage, what you're going to do is you're going to do a back bridge. Okay, so you lay down. If you're on the tile, you might want to have a yoga mat. And what you want to do is you want to have your knees close together and you want your feet close to your hips. So you want to kind of creep them in, put these together, arms out, and then you're going to go and you're going to lift up and you're going to squeeze the glutes together when you come up and then down. So that's what you should. And you shouldn't feel it in the legs. You should feel it in the glutes. If you're feeling it in the legs, you're probably too far out with the legs. You need to creep them in, and then you need to put the feet together and come up and then squeeze right here. If you do that, you should feel right where you're supposed to feel it, and that should be right there. Okay? Another one is the modified bird dog. That's where you're on all four. Some people can't actually pull it off, even the modified, and I'll kind of show you, kind of tell you what you can do if that is the case as well. So, for the bird dog, it looks kind of like this, but the problem is with this one, your hips can rotate. So I don't typically like to have my patients do that one. I like to have them touch the foot down on the ground, okay? So you want to lift the arm up, and you touch down here on the back leg. You want it to touch down on the ground. So like this, and then switch hands and do this one. Now, you might find it that you can't do it because your shoulders can't hold it, or your wrists are kind of having pain there as well. What you need to do if you have that be the problem is get yourself like a 45-centimeter ball, and then you're going to put that right where your stomach is, and you'll be over that, and then you can do the modification like that. Now, I don't have a 45-centimeter ball here, so otherwise I would show you how to do that. But realistically, you just need a small ball, like a 45-centimeter ball, that you can then put right where your stomach is, okay? And it will offset some of that pressure in the shoulder and in the knees and the wrist, and it will allow you to be able to do that exercise as well. Lastly, we also have, instead of doing planks, because a lot of people will try and do a bunch of crunches, that's actually going to cause more damage than good in most people. You'll end up having more hip flexion issues. What you'll want to do is you'll want to do a single leg raise if you can't do the plank, okay? So if you can't do the modified, which is down like this where your knee on the ground, if you can't do the modified, that's fine. At that point, you're going to flip over, and what you'll want to do is a single leg raise where you come down like this and come all the way out. Okay, so you'll want to come all the way down, keeping your head flat against the ground. You don't want to usually do this because that's going to cause neck tension. So if you can't do this one, put your feet on the ground, come up to your chest, and then straight out. Either one's fine. So again, up to your chest, straight out, hovering above the ground. I never really touched it on the ground. And then back up and down. So up, straight, up, down. And then you're going to do that, you alternate. Typically, you want to do about 3 sets of 15. 3 sets of 15 is a good way to start off. You want high reps, low weight. So again, you want to do the modification to the squat. You're going to do back bridges. You want to do the modifications for planks, for example. You're going to be doing the single leg raises. And you can also do the modification for the bird dog as well. And you might want to supplement with the ball. Okay? Take care, guys.